Happy solstice and welcome to Perfumery Log. I know I promised you guys that I would be doing American breakfast this time, but I got a special new ingredient, Cedrat. And I've wanted to make some perfumes with citron for a while now, so I thought I would start out from my grandma's vanilla accord and see if I could build a modern citron perfume on top of that. So, turn it on. Don't forget to tear. Now, vanilla. We need 1.5 grams of vanilla. Oops, that's too much. Nice thing about it being the first thing is I can tap a little extra out. 1.33. 1.5. That's better. Okay. Next, coumarin, 1 gram. Today, methyl vanilla, got like 1/2 gram. Overall. And this, I don't care what the recipe behind me says. This needs benzoin, so I'm going to put benzoin in it anyway. About 2 grams of benzoin. Make the vanilla that much more convincing. Almost there, 1 more drop. Yes. Try and move the sludge down a bit. This will ensure that it doesn't turn brown in the bottle, but rather begins brown and stays brown, which is a lot less disturbing to the customer, honestly. Now, I will admit this is not the world's most creative solution. This is like literally exactly Grandma's vanilla accord, but I needed a simple proven base note that would work. And I like the vanilla but not gourmand nature of Grandma's vanilla accord, and adding it to the lemon but not gourmand nature of this is going to be fun. Okay, so coming up, we're going to need some musk. So let's see, how much umbrella? 5. .99. Perfect. And a little teeny bit of this stuff. Hope there's enough melted already. Good. You gotta be careful working with dihydro and bretellide because this stuff is solid at room temperature. Sometimes I have to put it outside in the summer in Vegas to get it to work properly. Okay, so next task, Cedrat. I need what, a quarter of Cedrat. Ooh, it's potent. .1, .15, .2. Good. It doesn't need to be a ton of this stuff because it's really, really strong. Get it on my fingers and it smells like Cedrat for days. Okay, so we get some Cedrat. Next thing is rose. Now, people will laugh because they'll say that this tiny amount of rose, 0.6 of a 10% rose, is not really enough to laugh at. But this is just here to smooth out 0.2, 0.4. This is here to smooth out all of the wrinkles that come. 0.63. That'll be good enough. Nice thing about 10% is if you overdose it slightly, it's not nearly as much. Okay, coriander. This is going to be good and strong, so we need 1 gram and 1/4 of coriander. 1/4. One gram. Gram and 1/4 coriander. Good. Building up from that, we want some cilantro. So that'll 1/4 gram of cilantro here. .1, .2. Cilantro is more potent than it looks. Okay, lemongrass 10%. And just refresh this too. So we need about 1/4 gram. .1. .1. 3. This, instead of petitgrain, is going to give it a bit of a Thai food vibe with the lemongrass and the lime leaf. But I don't have proper citron petitgrain or lemon petitgrain even, so. Almost 0.5. Getting close. The edible lemon. Okay, so some lemon is good for eating, and this has all its terpenes intact, and it has a really low IFRA limit. You could use it in perfumery, it would be safe, but you'd have to be very careful about the limit. This one is specifically extracted to remove a chemical called ferrocoumarin, and ferrocoumarin is what makes it so you can't use too much lemon. So in theory I could use quite a lot of this lemon, but in fact I only need 1 gram of it, because otherwise I will throw off the whole Cedrat part of Cedrat Vanille. And 1.7 grams of this stuff. 0.3, 0.5, 0.7, 0.9, 1.1, 1.4, 1.5, 1.75. Good. Well, if it's overdosed, at least it's overdosed in the star material. Then, and I'm feeling a little sparkly today, let's open up my aldehyde C10. And we can put a teeny tiny bit of aldehyde in it. This stuff is, even at 1%, this stuff is ridiculously easy to overdose. Perfumer's World. I love you guys for your process and your selection, but your packaging leaves a bit to be desired. Last ingredient. And all of this for a couple of drops. Aldehydes are like that. Now, just top this up with alcohol. So I don't usually show you what the perfume smells like when first blended because it's a bad idea to instantly smell your perfume because it's not going to smell the same to what you blend to what it's going to smell like a couple days later. So it's a day later and I've taken the liberty of smelling the stuff that I've made, which is maybe not the world's smartest idea, but I am a beginning perfumer after all. And if I take the opening of this, the opening is pretty nice. I like the Cedrat. The citron balances very nicely with the lemon. And through the opening, it was fine. But I had the situation where as soon as it got to the mid-note, the ambrette, well, the ambretolide and dihydroambretolide, got so prominent that it completely pushed the vanilla out entirely. Like, this is supposed to be a lemon vanilla confection, almost edible. Like, I mean, you couldn't actually eat bitter lemon. You probably wouldn't want to eat tonka bean either, but it's supposed to smell edible. And like here, as soon, though the citron lasts a good long time, as soon as the citron starts wearing off, all I can smell is ambrette. No vanilla at all. So I took the liberty of reblending the whole damn thing again, but this time I blended it with no musk and no amber besides the benzoin. And this is much closer to what I anticipated. Despite having less aldehyde in it, it's more aldehydic. This has a stronger citron scent. It's not laying down nearly as much without the musk. And when it dries down, this will dry down to the Grandma's Vanilla Accord, unlike this one, which dries down to a synthetic amber that at the moment completely wipes out. Like, I can already smell the synthetic amber starting to take over in yesterday's blend. Now, I asked Google, and Google says that I ought to keep this bigger bottle for about 8 weeks to see what it's like at the very end of maceration. And then I can decide just how much amber and just how much of the musk I want to have in this. And then I can dope this bottle to match it. And if it's, say, 2/3 this and 1/3 this to make one big bottle of the mix, that might just be ideal. But you'll have to talk to me in about 6 weeks to find that out. So you'd best subscribe to Perfumery Log, because I will be putting out an episode 6 weeks from now, probably a short, explaining how all of this macerated. And because I'm about to go to ScentFest SF and do a bunch of perfume reviews and perfume coverage from San Francisco in my next episode, after which I promise I will get back. I will do American Breakfast eventually. I have new materials coming, so there's going to be a materials haul. I have a minty fougere that I want to do. There's a few other things I want to do. So stay tuned to Perfumery Log. Check out any of the videos to my side there. And thank you for watching.